Ndewo ndị nne na nna m. Made the introduction of this video n'olu Igbo. Achọrọ m isi beans agwọrọ with ugba na azụ. Ndị be anyị na-akpọ ya ụkpaka. Ngwa bịa soro m ka anyị baa n'ime kitchen. The first thing I did was to blend my tomatoes, my peppers, and onions with the food processor. Now this is a food processor, it's not a blender actually. I prefer to use the food processor because I love the texture it gives me instead of a blender. So the next thing I did was to go in with my red oil. Obviously it's beans we are making, so we won't be using the groundnut oil, we'll be using the red oil. So the next was to go in with my blended mixture, the mixture of the tomatoes, the pepper and the onions. I love this mixture, very perfect for beans, and it gave it the perfect taste that the beans needed, just the perfect taste that the beans needed. So I started to stir. When it started boiling, I allowed it to boil, I allowed it to dry. Because imago now, tomato will not give you the taste you need except it's perfectly dried. So that was why I allowed it to dry perfectly before adding my salt, my Maggi and my crayfish. These were just the only 3 ingredients I added to the tomato, and I just continued stirring till it came to taste. And guys, if you have tasted this sauce, just the sauce, it will take me to the Maldives. Like, you will buy me whatever I needed. So guys, next thing was to start grilling my plantain. So what I did was I was roasting the plantain at 200 degrees. Very important, because the very most important thing is setting your air fryer, your oven to the temperature that is best needed. But guys, I first of all rubbed this plantain with oil. I rubbed it with oil because so that it doesn't stick to the oven. So the next thing I did was to close it up and went ahead to set the oven to the temperature that will be needed. So I used 200 degrees, just like I said, and I did it for some minutes. Actually, I was actually checking it from time to time to know when it's okay. Do you understand? When it has roasted enough, then I went ahead to continue with my sauce that I put on low heat. Guys, and the food was ready. So I started to serve the beans. This beans is very nice. It's actually honey beans, so it's better use honey beans. So the next thing I did was to add my fish. So this fish was smoked